Hey everybody, due to popular demand, we are opening the submission form for the Star Wars Battlefront 2 Top Plays of the Week. The link is in the description. If you have an epic moment, send it in. I know I'm not the only one who has attempted the splits after seeing someone do it on TV or online, but you don't want to be one of those people who never attempted the splits in their entire life and then they're 60 years old at some wedding and they're in the dance floor and they do the splits and break a hip and ruin the entire wedding. What's up everybody, it's your host with the most, White Boy 7th Street. Welcome to some Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta gameplay. We're going to be using the Sniper Specialist class, and I want to talk about something very spooky. The Cod Killer! Because we've been talking about the Cod Killer for a long time, and I was a Call of Duty channel, and I've seen COD progress and degress. Is that a word? I've seen COD go from the biggest thing to the biggest pile of trash, and I want to just talk about the COD Killer because honestly it's COD who killed itself. Call of Duty had the keys to success, and they always try to fix things that aren't broken, but they don't fix the things that are broken. Like if you compare Star Wars Battlefront 2 to COD World War II, which I think is a valid comparison, they're the number 1 and 2 shooter games coming out this holiday season. They both had open betas. It's comparing a PS3 game to a PS4 game. That engine on Call of Duty World War II is so sluggish and old, and it just totally feels like PS3. Now you go over to Battlefront 2, and it's beautiful. The graphics, the ambient sounds, the sound engine, just everything about it feels good. And it's not just about the graphics and how it looks and how it feels, but it's about how it plays. And the connection is such a big, important thing. And I think they nailed it with Star Wars Battlefront 2. And COD killed itself. Like, I've worked with EA and Star Wars Battlefront up close. Wow, wrong place, wrong time with that grenade. But I've seen it firsthand. I got to talk to the community manager for a long time, and I gave him my feedback because I really liked Battlefront 1, but it kind of died out quickly for me within the first 3 months. And I think there is a misconception online about the success of Battlefront 1 because if you're watching YouTube videos, let's be honest, you're hardcore. You're not a casual. You're searching video game videos online. You take the games a little bit more seriously, a little bit more hardcore than, you know, the average 6-year-old casual who likes to play Star Wars. And that's one thing people don't realize. There's fans from 6 years old to 66 years old in the Star Wars franchise. And a lot of people played Battlefront for a good amount of time, and they sold a lot of copies. And one of my biggest complaints that I gave to the community manager, does Call of Duty even have a community manager? If they do, they are not managing the community whatsoever, and they're not taking our feedback seriously, or they just don't care. I think Call of Duty has become arrogant, and they just think they know what's best, and it's silly because there's people who have been playing Call of Duty games longer than some of these Call of Duty developers have been developing video games. So, anyways, I said you need to make this game a lot more hardcore and widen that skill gap, and they've done that with the star point system before. If you were in the right place at the right time, you can become Luke Skywalker by a random pickup. Now you actually have to contribute to the team. You have to do damage on enemy players. You have to play the objective if you want those upgrades, and it's actually really fun to become the heroes and all the different little upgrades. You see Darth Maul running in to the middle here, and I love this little burst rifle pistol on the sniper class. It's been doing a lot of work for me, just clearing out this hallway. But I think one of the biggest sins you could commit as a shooter game is or any video game in general, but we've seen it so prevalent in the shooter genre, is rewarding bad players and, more importantly, punishing good players. I hate the fact that in Call of Duty before it was a score streak to get the Death Machine or the War Machine in Black Ops 2. In Black Ops 3, you literally could go AFK in the back of the match, and as long as you moved and didn't get kicked, in 5 minutes, you would have got an automatic grenade launcher that shot 6 grenades at a time, and that punishes good players. Here's that pistol again. It's got to do a... This streak is crazy. At the end, we have to capture this throne room. At the end of this game, it gets so chaotic, and I love how this map progresses. And I wish they would have one more map with this mode, a bigger, more open map. This map is pretty open, don't get me wrong, but I want to get like an open field, not just a streetway where it's basically, you know, a straight line forward. But I love how it progresses from the outside to the inside. So it's basically two different maps because I like to snipe on the outside and then I switch to something a little bit more close quarter combat related. This final push for the throne room is absolutely insane. I love how chaotic it gets, and I'm going to go on a massive tear. I feel like I'm invisible to the enemy team for a little bit here, but COD killed itself with its arrogance from not listening to the community, to the people who've been playing their games for years. COD killed itself from patronizing to the bad players and punishing the good players. COD killed itself from the lack of a community manager that was respected, or just a total lack of a community manager in general. They also killed themselves by, you know, going to space, and they listen to the wrong community, and when they listen to people, they listen to the wrong people. They have literally never listened to the casual players, which make up 99% of their audience. They don't, and if they do, I don't know who they're listening to. They got the wrong playtesters or something, because this is embarrassing how Call of Duty, like, look at the game, look at Star Wars right now. There's 20 people versus 20. Call of Duty is 6v6 this year. There's no ground. They're taking out ground war. They took out the best party games, the best modes. For what? To replace it with supply drops? Come on. For more character customization? I know there's a controversy in Star Wars Battlefront with the supply drops already. I mean, any game that has them, there's got to be a controversy. So we're going to see how it plays out with Battlefront 2. But Call of Duty killed itself because I think it's just a money grab at this point. And there's no passion in COD World War II. I don't feel the passion there. Why did they change it to hit the deck instead of dolphin diving? They're trying to bring back the classic Call of Duty fans. And guess what? Dolphin diving was a big part of Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Why did they had a meeting at Activision headquarters. By the way, take a look at the screen. 32 assists doing work for the team. That's why we win, baby. MVP. So they had a meeting. Imagine this, them having a meeting at Activision Studios. Oh, what should we rebrand dolphin diving? It's not broke. Don't fix it. And then they break dolphin diving too. Like, it's just a drop shot mechanic in COD World War II. To benefit people with modded controllers, because if you're playing on a regular controller, you're not gonna use that. And it's so stupid because you look at the perks and it says be able to shoot while diving. So is it hit the deck or diving? I'm gonna authorize my superior authority here, credentials, world's fastest nuke. It's dolphin diving. These COD developers, there's no passion in COD anymore. It's just a copy and paste of the same game, and I hate the excuse that people put in the comment section. Well, it took 3 years to develop this game, and Battlefield came out 1 year ago, so we know that Call of Duty did not copy a Battlefield 1. You know what they did copy? The engine from the last 18 games. You know what they did copy? The assets. They copied everything. They just copy and paste. Do you really legitimately think it takes 3 years to develop these trash Call of Duty games? It might take 3 years, but they're not working smarter. They're working harder. They're just trying to squeeze out everything of that engine that is 10 years old at this point. EA finessed Activision bigly with Star Wars Battlefront 1 because there wasn't a lot of content with Battlefront 1. They tripled the content in this game, which I'm very much looking forward to. And what they got out of Battlefront 1 is an insane engine that is light years ahead of Call of Duty's engine. And they used that engine for Battlefield 1 and Battlefront 2, and it's paying off on the next generation systems. We're looking at Call of Duty World War II, And it looks like a PS3 game, like I said. It literally does. And that's a big problem in 2017. It was cool in 2010, 2012, and it plays like a 2012 game. You know what else killed Call of Duty? These Call of Duty cocksuckers who hyped up COD World War II. They made videos titled "Believe the Hype." The hype is real. I think one of the YouTubers had a review playing the game for 2 hours. The first time they played it, they had a review. This is the best Call of Duty ever. This is going to be the one. There was so much hype behind COD World War II, and it's a letdown. And we really do appreciate David Vonderhaar, because even he made a good boost jumping game. David Vonderhaar is the only good Call of Duty developer. Infinity Ward, they had their time. They're done. By a long, I mean, Ghost and Infinite Warfare. And honestly, you know what else killed Call of Duty? And I know this was a Star Wars Battlefront video, and this is what I've been playing, so I don't got really any COD gameplay to show. Maybe I have some World War II beta. I'm just commentating over a black screen at this point, and I'm ranting because I'm so mad at... I should just let go. I gotta let go, but I also gotta let them know what their mistakes were, because they made a lot of mistakes. I'm never gonna buy a remastered Call of Duty again. Like, that was a money grab. They didn't even copy and paste the COD 4 engine correctly. They used this Advanced Warfare engine with the lag compensation, and it's one of the worst things that they ever introduced is lag compensation, because again, it hurt the good players and it rewarded bad players or bad like I pay $200 a month for internet. I want to get, and I got a good internet speed. Why am I not benefiting? Why am I at least on an even level playing field at some point? You get put at a disadvantage for having good internet, which is mind-blowing to me. I mean, supply drops killed COD as well, but I think they figured it out to make it less pay-to-win-ish, like Black Ops 3. So that's what I gotta say on the subject, guys. Let me know, who is the COD killer? I think it's COD itself and the Call of Duty community and the lack of unity and general direction and just the money grab scheme that they try to capitalize on Battlefield 1. You can see it with the bayonet charge. You don't think they have Activision spies and EA has fucking spies knowing what the game is going to be about? Anyways, I'm done.